So today's review is the Dalbello Panterra. So the Panterra is an all-mountain / slack country boot. It is a three-piece design based off the Krypton boot shell, but it features a releasable cuff as a walk mode. It is available in a 90, 100 and 120 flex option. But you can also get this boot with an intuition liner in a 120 and 130 flex option. Now, being a three-piece boot, you do get that nice even flex coming from the front tongue, but it still has a nice solid feel like the rest of the Krypton boots. Now, like other boots in the Dalbello range, this boot does feature Contour 4, which is already a rounded out pre-shaped section for common contact points of the foot. Now, even though it is a three-piece boot, you do get 4 buckles on this boot. And it features this really nice 45-degree buckle with a cable for locking your heel back. Stance-wise, we are looking at 14 degrees of forward lean and 4 degrees of ramp angle. But here is where this boot gets interesting in the fact that we can increase your ramp angle really quickly. And you'll see on the heel there is a screw head which you can turn with an Allen key. And what this does is turn a winder that sits in under the boot board, which will raise it up. So we have a range of ramp angle in this boot of 4 to 7 degrees. Then we can look at the range of motion that we're going to get out of the walk mode on this cuff. You can see once we lift this lever, it releases its locking point from the lower shell. Now, with the boot still done up, you're not going to get as much travel as you would if you release the power strap and the top buckle. But once you do release them, we can actually get this cuff to stand vertically at 90 degrees. So that with the walk mode gives us a full articulation of 16 degrees of travel. Now, on the sole of this boot, we do have a rubberized compound used in the toe and heel pieces. And we also have this wide section of grip, which is very similar to a Vibram sole. The liner in this boot is a true fit liner, a pretty stock standard heat moldable liner. We do have some cuff adjustment on the outside rivet only. We have a flex adjuster on the back built in above the walk mode, and we have a spoiler in the back that can be raised up by 10 millimeters. Now, negatives on this boot, I'll just say probably this front buckle and the concept they're going for with variable volume fit. Now, if you take a closer look at this front buckle, you'll see there are 3 numbers or lasts printed onto the side. Now, what they're going for here is saying that you can get 3 different lasts out of this boot depending on how much tension you put on this buckle. Now, it is a great concept, but it doesn't really achieve this. So rather than altering the last and enclosing your foot laterally, what this buckle does is increase the tension in more of a diagonal direction. So you will get more tension in closing the forefoot in this boot, but just not to the stage of where you'd say there's 3 different millimeters of last. Besides that, I'm really happy with this boot. It is a great 3-piece boot with a walk mode. So you can rip it around the resort all day or even go on a few missions out of the boundary. Well, how stoked am I? 6.5 out of 10. Thanks guys, catch you in the next review.